Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. I'm on my way out to Ducati Ireland. I'm going to test ride the new Ducati Multistrada 950. So I'll give you my thoughts on that. Let's see how this thing rides. Whoop. Stall it straight away. That was cool. But I have to say, from the off now, it's nice and comfy. The seat is slightly tilted forward. You're sitting pretty upright. Seat's pretty firm. Brakes feel good so far. Let's see how that goes. But oh, it's very vibey. It's very vibey through the seat, guys. Fucking hell. But in a nice, in a nice way. Tingling on the old ball bag. Oh yeah. More of that. She feels nice and light. Woo. Nice sound off it as well. You'd have to put some aftermarket pipes to really give it a go. I wonder how Tom's getting on in the Hayabusa. I don't think he's ever ridden anything like that before. He's on my bike. He's following us out on my bike. The throttle response is perfect. I'm in sport mode and the throttle response is perfect. Now I've tried it at a few different revs through the mid-range and it's absolutely perfect. Very smooth. The way it should be. Can't really tell with the brakes. They feel a bit spongy at the lever, but that could be just because of the ABS system. A few more pipes for the fluid to travel through. We'll see what it's like when we have to come to a full stop. Nice and high. There's a bit of wind buffeting here. You can adjust this screen. I'm not going to bother my arse now at the moment, but you can do. It's not too bad. Actually, I will try it. I don't know what way you do it. I don't care. This is a nice bike to ride, guys. Fucking hell. It's got a bit of pickup, all right. What's she like in this turn? Ah, jeez, lads, come on. Get in there. Get in there. On you bunch of slow bastards. Fucking wobbling around the turns. Look at this. Oh, such a snob. Is there heated grips? No. Lovely balance. Jesus, it's beautifully balanced, this bike. Look at that slow speed, absolutely beautiful. Geez, you feel very much at home on this straightaway. I said the seat was firm. It is firm, but it's not uncomfortable. Firm is not bad actually when it comes to seats like this, because fuck's sake, this guy doesn't know what he's doing in front at all. Go on, my son, take it on the inside. Go for it. Oh, the brakes are nice, very good. Initially I thought they were a bit soft, but they're not. I'll do some harder braking later on if I get a chance. Guys, the very first thing you notice about this bike is balance. My gosh, it's beautifully balanced. You know, you can look at stats and statistics and, you know, a bike can look great on paper, but it's not till you get on it if you're going to know if you're going to like it or not. Fucking, I'm taking this school. Fuck it. And it's quick. It's a quick bike. Very nice. Sorry, I know that's a bit rude to be overtaking people, but I can't hang around for these fellas. They're very slow. Now, plenty of passing power there. I have to say, this is as much as you'd need. And it's not too scary. I think it has traction control, I'm not sure. Don't really need it. I should have had a look at the tyres because they feel nice. I think they're kind of those semi kind of half, or not half, like 10% off-road, 90% on-road tyres, but they feel like on-road tyres to me. I wouldn't say they're very proficient off-road, but sure. Who cares? It's not an off-road bike. These are sports tourers, end of story. Oh yeah, nice confidence in the tours there. Let's see, bringing her over. I hope we can get around these two fellas. The bars are wide. It's a nice feeling, you know, it gives kind of a nice kind of commanding feeling. Oh yeah, those brakes are good. As I just noticed. There's good torque, you know, it's nothing amazing, but there's plenty there, look at that. I'm not sure what gear I was in, but that felt good. Beautiful neutral turning. For a tall bike, she turns good. Suspension feels great. Is it adjustable? I'm sure it is adjustable. I'm sure it's fully adjustable. It's certainly adjustable for preload there. And I'm sure there's compression and rebound damping as well. It's a Ducati and it's not cheap. I'll tell you what price it is because I don't know what price it is actually. I'll have to find out. Beautiful machine. You know, some bikes have poise about them. You get on them, you ride them, and they just feel composed and elegant to ride, and this is definitely one of them. And it's quite light for a 950. It's quite light. Lovely machine. I know I keep saying the same thing again, but it's a lovely machine, my gosh. I'd love one. I'd absolutely love one. Would I get one? Would I buy one? Oh, I don't know, you know. The trouble is I love all my bikes. I'm 5'9" and a quarter. quarter inch matters as some in some departments. Well, I'm 5'9" and a quarter, and I can flat foot this. It doesn't feel intimidating. It feels about the same seat height as the Versys. I'll find out what it is for you, and I'll throw a few stats up on screen. just nothing wrong with this bike. It's just, I'm trying to find fault, and you know, you might say it's a bit vibey. Well, of course, it's got a V-twin or an L-twin, as Ducati like to say, so it's going to have a little bit of vibes, but it's nothing that you wouldn't forget all about after a few minutes in the saddle. It's absolutely gorgeous. The brakes are good. The suspension is just, for this kind of a road, it just seems to be it's plush, but it's felt great in those turns as well. I'm very impressed, I have to say. And it takes a lot for me to say that, because if you've been following the channel, you'll know that I am one fussy bastard when it comes to bikes. I'm like the princess and the pea. If the slightest thing is wrong, it irritates the hell out of me. Let me just do a quick walk around here. So I was wrong about the front wheel. It's a 19-inch front wheel. I thought it was 17 because it handles so well, tips into the corners so nicely. Actually thought it was on a 17-inch wheel. Ridden with a few of these style bikes. A couple of them are 19-inch wheels, and they feel a little bit ponderous in the turns, but not this one. Fantastic. Brembo brakes as well. Maybe that's the reason it stopped so good, which I did test. Now, I should have mentioned that I'm in sport mode here at the moment. There's four or five different modes there: sport, enduro, all sorts. Just put it in sport, that's it. I don't see any reason to change it. Oh, here we are. Yeah, there's sport, touring, urban, and enduro. Sport feels great. I'm not going to bother changing it. Like, it doesn't have that much power that you would want to tailor it, you know, or you wouldn't want to choke it in any way. And with traction control, even on a slippy wet day, you know, it's fairly safe to ride in full mode. So guys, reviews are always a little subjective, and mine are very subjective. And as I say, you can look at a stat sheet and you can say what a bike is. Oh, it has this amount of horsepower and adjustable suspension and blah blah blah, and go on about it, you know, Brembo brakes and what have you. And it's not that you actually get on them. Some of them speak to you and some of them don't, and it might be an individual thing, but when the bike feels composed, you'll know it almost straight away. We'd hardly pulled out of the parking lot, and you could feel how well balanced this bike was. A lot of thought went into making this just right. A lot of thought went into making this hit the sweet spot. The ergonomics are perfect, certainly for me anyway, and I don't know about anyone else. Of course, if you're very tall or very short, might not suit you. The throttle response is perfect. The suspension setup as it is just feels great for the road, absolutely great. You might want to dial it in if you were going to do some track stuff on it. I'm sure you could adjust to make it a little bit harder. It would suit it more if it was a little bit harder. But for this, it's just absolutely bang on the money. So well done, Ducati.